doing is perpetuating the bullshit, which doesn't need any help to be perpetuated. It's already there.
My thing is, I don't have the time.
And you know what? Some people seem to have plenty of time because it's the same people that I see on every fucking post.
I mean, if I have time to respond to my own post,
I'm like, I am too busy for shit. Like, fuck. So, what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to go through and identify your toxic friends. And, you know, you see people go through and they clean up their friends list. And this is actually a really good thing to do. Go through your friends list every so often. Because, like, I know I'm not even close to the max out 5,000. Because I don't just go adding everybody. I screen...
What you trying to say?
I screen fucking everybody. And if there's only, like, 2 people in common, I'm like, okay, I don't know you. Why are you requesting me? And, you know...
You don't know there might be a marriage proposal out there.
That's the wrong way to do it. But, you know, go through, and as you're looking at your friends list, be like, okay, when was the last time I saw anything from this person on my newsfeed? Was the last thing I saw, was the last interaction I had, was it positive? Was it something that I'm okay with seeing, or did it make me feel like I was bleh? Like, were they perpetuating drama? What was the last interaction you saw with this person? And, you know, is this somebody that, even in the real world, is this someone that enriches your life? Is it someone that brings positivity? Or is it all just drama and negativity that you see from them, whether it's online or in real life? And I know that there are people that, you know, we're human, so we do fear things like judgment and whatever, and we don't, it's not everybody can just be like, okay, I'm just going to delete this person and block this person, because they don't want to hurt somebody's feelings and they don't want to get called out, because that in itself then perpetuates drama, because blah, 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 blah. It's ridiculous. But if you're concerned about hurting somebody's feelings by actually either unfriending them or blocking them, that unfollow button is fantastic. That mute button is amazing. I have had to mute so many people. I'm like, I cannot handle your ass anymore. Like, it's really easy. You just click on it, mute this person. You can mute them for 30 days. You can mute them for whatever. And if they pop back up, you can keep muting them. The unfollow is fantastic because they still stay your friend, but you don't really see anything from them. And here's the thing is, even if you do either unfriend or block somebody or whatever, you don't owe that person an explanation, because it's not about them. It's about you. It's about your mental health. It's about what you want your experience to be. And with as much focus as we put on social media these days, you know, I mean everything revolves around social media. All of it. We are glued to our phones. It's just what it is. And, you know, so if you want your experience to be as positive as possible. So you don't have to explain to anybody why you're doing anything. Just unfollow, unblock, like block, whatever it is that you need to do to make it better for you.
I also think that the more you put out that is in the direction that you want to go, positive in most cases,
You're jumping ahead, Felicia.
No, I'm not. But I think that sometimes those people leave you alone because in most cases, I have not in a while experienced those people that bring their toxic attitude to my table, because the last time that happened, I was like, click, delete. Oh, you want to keep going? Block, bye, block, bye.
Yeah.
And that was like the last time, because I got messages later. People were like, girl, you were serious. I was like, yeah, why? I have told you, if you cannot respect other people on my timeline, then go somewhere else. Go.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Now, this isn't to say that social media is bad. Like I said, we spend so much time on social media that it's just a part of our lives now.
I don't remember.
Did we? Are we? Oh, fuck. So use your social media for good. Do good things. Use it to, connect with your loved ones, connect with your friends, especially people that you don't see all the time, especially people that live far away. Like, I am, it's like all the folks that I met in Austin. Like, this is social media is my way to keep up with them and what they're doing and to say hi and hey, I miss your face and and all that. And be mindful of what you post and who or what you follow. If you exude positivity, you'll attract positivity. And if you are following pages or people that are nothing but negative, then that's the kind of thing that you're going to attract. And people see, like I said, people see who you follow. They see what you comment on. They see your interactions with people that post some of these awful things. So, and create a balance. This is key, I think. And this is something that is a personal pet peeve of mine. Get the fuck off social media. Leave your phone in your pocket if you are out with your friends. And appreciate...
That is my granddaughter screaming. Yeah, sorry.
And... appreciate the moment. Not everything needs to be shared. Not everything requires a check-in. Not everything requires you to tag everybody. And look, I'm here. Like, I understand.
Why not?
Oh my God. Like, it is totally, like, in fact, it's, you need to. Like, if you are out at, if you're at a game night, if you are out to dinner with people, keep your fucking phone in your pocket. You don't have to be on it. I promise you, there is nothing that important that you are going to miss in the hour or 2 hours that you are hanging out with people. I guarantee you.
Most of the time when we're at events, I don't use the social media that I want to post it on. I just take pictures or videos with the app.
Right.
The camera.
Right.
And then I go ahead and then after I go, okay, that's over. And then get on social media.
So it's not a constant...
Oh.
Right.
Yeah, because then people are like, well, what are you doing?
It makes you look... And I understand that, if folks have kids or whatever, that's a little bit different. But again, even having kids, you do not need to be glued to your phone 24/7.
Amen.
If there's something that happens, somebody will call you. Because that's what phones do, folks.
But don't
that's what
call
phones do. Like, you do not have to be glued to things.
Mm-hmm.
You need to... I think people are so focused on, well, if I don't check in, then it didn't happen. And I have to check in all the time. And I have to, what
Can
I mean?
add a safety precaution?
Yeah.
Okay, so my friend Ryan, not locally, he travels in Europe. He's a model in Europe.
Same, but... He's
making money doing
This
it.
is my off season. You don't know my life. Fuck you.
But, okay, so the weirdest thing, do not post things in such a real time that if somebody showed up, you would not want them there. Because he was posting on Instagram stories on where he was going. He was on the train headed to like France or something. And he got off the train and this guy said that he wanted to spend time with him. And he was like, no, I'm going to work. And he was like, oh, I can walk you to work. It was so creepy. Yeah. He like recorded the whole thing. And then he like called the police later. But he does not post things in real time anymore because of what happened. So I would say also be aware of your safety, because if these toxic people want to take it offline, they will come and find you in real time because you have given them full-on disclosure of where you are.
Yep.
Not to scare people, but that video was kind of creepy to watch.
It's totally a thing. It's totally a thing.
I was like, are you for real? He was like, yeah, he was right there at the door. I was like, oh, God. Ooh.
And here's the thing, is that right now, especially with this political climate, we have enough negativity to deal with. We don't need it within our, our safe bubble, as it were. Mm-hmm. So, as you see people with a constant negative attitude or whatever it is, just mute them.
I'm hardly
just
on
like
there,
just. I know.
We know.
I don't know. I deleted you like forever ago. I
Oh,
don't even
well.
know. I blocked your ass.
That explains why you never get any messages.
I know. So there we go. That's my tip for the evening. Again, not inspired by true events.
And all drag is valid, even though people think that they have more right than anybody else and that they can drive a Mercedes Benz.
I didn't say that.
But
yes, all drag is valid, and there's room for all types of drag in this world. Like Pete's Dragon says, there's room for everyone in this world.
Is that on?
Everyone makes some room.
Is it on Disney Plus?
Yes. The original. Yes.
Oh. Well, I gotta go.
We're gonna go watch Pete's Dragon. Peace out! Kevvie, go ahead and just disconnect when you're done. Just talk about whatever. You're fine. So, speaking of Kevvie...
Oh, that was great.
You like that? You like that? That's a segue. That's a segue. So, she's been hanging out. She's been chatting. But now we're going to kind of shift the focus, actually, to her. If you watched the first season of Camp Wannakiki, first of all, bravo. If you haven't, why the fuck not?
You don't know
then,
other people's lives.
You will recognize Kevvie from that first season, which it was an interesting season. I will say that. It was I mean,
I was that blue one if you couldn't tell.
I'm
Oh my
sorry.
God.
I'm colorblind.
So oh shit. So
That was very
tell us a
shady.
little bit about you. Tell us, what you do, who you are.
Just lay it
you
all
know,
out there.
whatever,
Give us
everything,
all of it.
all the things.
Oh, where to start? Well, I am a transgender drag queen and plus size model. My drag is very much about visibility and putting like fat bodies, disabled bodies, trans bodies in the forefront so that people have to deal with them. And
have to deal.
Yeah,
I mean,
like they can't just ignore us.
Oh,
right.
That's what. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What?
You have to do.
Yeah.
You've had to deal with me for like 7 years, 8 years now.
Ugh.
So you're welcome.
Yeah, and then I just try to like use my drag to spread love and joy and positivity.
And you really are an incredibly positive individual. Like
I should have included her pictures. So I could show it while she...
I know. I started following you when I was watching the first season of Camp Wannakiki, and then I got to meet you in Austin.
Oh, he
I think you're fucking fantastic, and I think that everything you do is absolutely amazing, and it takes... I hate it when people say this about trans people, but in some senses it's very
brave.
I am gonna say she's brave because people are fucking dickheads. Like people are shitty.
As we just talked about.
Right. You know, and I love that everything you do is about body positivity. You know, you acknowledge your sort of your limitations that you know that you have, but at the same time you're like, fuck these limitations. I'm gonna do what I can do, and I'm still gonna be a fucking amazing at it.
Doing it.
So how did you get into being a model? Because I've seen some of the shoots and stuff that you've done, and they're absolutely amazing.
Shout out to Halo Top.
Right. And it's low calorie. Hey.
Yeah, so I never in my wildest dreams imagined that I could be a model.
Mm-hmm.
So then
Why didn't you pull some pictures?
Eventually it clicked in my head that like that means I have to try to be a model. Like, since this is something that I felt wasn't available to me, I have to make that happen. So I started like reaching out to the local designers and seeing who can I work with who wants to like feature me. And yeah, I've gotten to work with quite a few local designers, but most prominently Rebirth Garments.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm trying to find one of your pictures.
Look on her page.
Oh.
You also. Oh.
I can't do it from there.
Okay, that's fine. We're
right there.
We're professionals.
Keep going.
Okay.
I'll find it.
So one of the things that I think is really freaking cool, and I remember feeling really weird when I saw you on the show, but I remember looking closer, going, "Are those stretch marks tattooed?" Because you tattooed your stretch marks rainbow colors.
I sure did. I tattooed my stretch marks.
I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
Is she new?
I don't know. Sorry, my family is.
I freaking love that.
And then it goes up the back.
I think that's amazing. I think that's such a unique way to
It won't let me.
to really sort of just embrace everything, because people fucking get stretch marks. I have stretch marks.
Right.
Like, people get stretch marks, and I think that they're, in a lot of ways, they're very much still.
I never have thought that they were anything wrong with the body. I feel like that's the body saying, "Hey, we were here, we're back."
They've always they have this sort of stigma of being unsightly and blah blah.
Well, I love that more and more people are featuring them.
So many people feel a lot of shame about their stretch marks.
Oh, I'll be the first to admit, I don't like mine. They come from a lot of
really?
Yeah, like mine are from years of gaining weight and losing weight and gaining weight and losing weight, and having very large breasts at one point, and then having them removed, and then, you know what I mean?
They were very big.
They were, so I think that is, I love that you did that. Of course, like I said, I felt a little weird, because I remember going, it's fine, totally fine. So you were on the first season of Camp Wannakiki, and you got to, you saw the second season, I'm assuming, and
spoiler alert.
Right. Tell us a little bit about what that was like for you, being on that and having that experience as, a queen that didn't fit the sort of the norm that we've seen on other reality drag shows.
Oh.
And you can be candid. If it wasn't awesome, it's okay to not, to say it wasn't necessarily awesome. I mean, it's like I said, and not everything has to be awesome. You don't have to be like, oh my god, everything was wonderful.
I like to say that it was the best and worst experience of my life. It had so many great highs, but also a lot of really, really challenging moments.
Did some of those more challenging moments come from, I don't know, social media?
Yes.
How did I guess?
As the season started airing, and I was the only contestant out of all 8, the only one to receive any amount of hate online. And I received a ton of it.
Wow.
People are shitty.
I am outside of people's comfort zones. I'm fat. I'm trans. I'm blue.
You're blue.
You'd make a great Joker or something.
Right? Be a great Joker lady. Do we have a picture that we can show?
I'm trying to figure out if I can do it without...
It's okay. I mean, it's okay.
I'm just gonna do one.
We have one of your pictures that we're gonna...
I've never done this live.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try.
No pressure to me at all.
You're fine.
You got this.
Image 6 is fine.
Make sure it's not your porn.
I don't keep my porn on this computer.
It's not that kind of show. So what were some of the highlights? Like, what were some of the things that were either more affirming or, you know, things that you really enjoyed about being on a reality show like that?
The other campers. Meeting the other campers was by far the greatest part of the experience. Like, beforehand, the only one that I had known personally was Alexis. Yeah, so
Was the show
the
out?
rest of them I didn't meet until we got there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and oh my gosh, like, immediately we all hit it off.
Wow.
And yeah, we became a very close-knit group while we were there.
I don't think it's working, Felicia.
I tried.
It's working, I see
Oh,
it.
no, there we go.
Oh.
There we go. So this is... I freaking love this picture. I think it's fantastic.
That's why I said shout out to Halo
with the Halo top. Best pasties ever. It's freaking awesome.
You did that sponsorship.
Right?
It wasn't sponsored, but Halo Top did send me several free pints after the shoot.
Yes!
That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. That's what we need to start doing.
Just wear food.
Right, just wear random, like, branded food. Things that I wouldn't mind getting, like, an excess of. Like, what can I do with these?
Let me see if I can add another one.
Let's try some. Let's try and do some.
Discard?
Try it. We'll try and do some Ben and Jerry's. Maybe what if we did some Ben and Jerry's?
I don't really like that.
What? The fuck is wrong with you?
You.
Right?
Canceled.
Right? Totally canceled.
Wait, we just talked about this.
Yeah, but this time it's warranted, okay?
Oh, wait, hold on. I had to resize.
Oh, we're gonna resize.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
It
my
told me,
God.
Didn't it say delete?
Ooh.
Let's see. Oh, wait.
We're a mess. Hang on. I'm trying to
I'm trying to make this fit.
They're trying to make this fit. Is it?
I want the whole picture for this one.
Yes, the whole picture on this one is totally... We just need to... We got this. We got this.
You can
There
do
we
it.
go.
There we go.
Close enough. There we go. As everybody's going to watch it get resized and resized and resized.
That's why I usually load them before.
Right. It's fine.
So you don't see all of this madness going on.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Wendy calls your stretch marks beautiful rainbow tiger stripes.
Oh, thank you, Wendy.
As we're getting friends, that's fine. It's fine. We're professionals here.
This is how it looks like when I create.
This is
stuff at
live
work.
TV, folks. Are you still?
This was a really fun photo shoot. It was originally, I don't know if I can say this, but I am, originally offered to Playboy.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because Rebirth Garments, they were writing an article about Rebirth Garments for Playboy and about transgender lingerie and asked for some photos to go with it. So they sent the photos, they just didn't use them.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It would have been amazing if they had.
Model?
Right, so I was almost...
You were almost in Playboy. That would have been
I would
fantastic.
still put that on my fucking resume.
Right.
I would be like, almost in Playboy.
Did they say why they didn't want to use the picture? Or, like, are the
No.
pictures, or was it just, like, it didn't really work with the article?
It was just,
Which one was it?
when they printed it, they chose not to use any pictures.
No
That
pictures
sucks.
at all?
Yeah, no pictures.
Huh.
Oh, that sounds a little closed-minded,
Sounds a little
closed
scary.
door.
Which is interesting for Playboy, because Playboy is usually the magazine
Open
that
of the
pushes
door.
that shit. Like, they've always...
They've become a little more conservative.
They have
lately.
been, but historically speaking, Playboy has always been one that's kind of said, well, you know, fuck what society wants, we're gonna do this anyway, so...
Well, the person that ran it.
This is true. He's not... Hef's not around anymore, so... Yeah. So, but
Some
that's...
said they were published elsewhere.
Right. That's really freaking cool, though. I didn't know that. That's
Wow.
kind of awesome. So, what what would you kind of like to see happen with like your career as a model and being able to spread that positivity that you
That
you
vibe,
have?
Oh, I just, I don't know. I'd like to be able to work with bigger brands and just be able to have a platform large enough that people who need to see me can see me.
Yeah.
How does one get like involved with like bigger brands and stuff like that? How do you get noticed by the right people?
Love.
I guess.
You work really, really hard at it. The people that are, I hate this word. I hate it because it has turned into such a toxic, narcissistic
Influencer.
Yeah. You would be a great person to have as an influencer for a brand because you don't fit this mold. You don't stick to any, and you're authentic.
So, at one of the promo parties for Camp Wannakiki, me and Sylvia and Dominique were talking, and they said that Sylvia, her talent is being on the mic. Dominique, her talent is performing.
Mm-hmm.
My talent is pushing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly, that's not a bad talent to have.
I mean, that's
because you know that I guess especially these days you kind of have to be a salesperson, and with in sort of all facets, and not everybody can do that. Not everybody knows how to market themselves. Not everybody knows how to.
Some people market themselves horribly.
This is true. Some people really have no idea how to market themselves.
Yeah, and that's very much like a part of like what I want to do with my platform is like I don't want to just rise by myself. I want to raise up as many people as I can. So rather than like doing my own hair, I get it made by this awesome guy in Chicago, and I'll post like pictures of that as often as I can and tag his stuff. I work with all these amazing photographers. I make sure to tag them so that they can get noticed too. Like I want everybody to.
Well, you're on the right path
for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I often run into a lot of sort of small designers and things like that with some of the MC gigs that I have.
You should be jumping on board.
There's actually
but I've said that to you.
There's actually a couple that the next time I'll have to see if I can find their info. But I think you would be a perfect model for some of their stuff because they go out of their way to there's a company called Revel Dancewear, and it's dancewear that is actually designed for, as they put it, bigger bitches. Like the dancers they're designed for the people that don't look like dancers in very large quotes.
Okay. Yes, please connect us.
I should probably do that. I should probably do that. I need to, because I end up with a lot of connections with some of the things that I do, but at the time I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna do with this, but I'm old. I forget things. I'm busy. Okay.
And then you have me who's reminding all the time.
And I still forget.
Yeah.
And I also don't listen to you. So.
Just a catch-22 over here.
So, what are some things that you have coming up that you would like to promote? Tell people about. What's on your calendar?
Tell us.
Ooh.
Tell us.
Well, pretty soon, well, not pretty soon, but in April, I'm going on a tour.
Oh, yes. Tell us more about that. I want to know.
Yeah. So, right now, it's just in the Northwest, in, like, Washington, Oregon, up there.
But we're not
there. It's going to be a video game themed tour.
That's awesome.
Oh.
That's awesome. Who's going to be on the tour with you? Anybody, or is it just you?
I'm the headliner, and then, the people putting the tour together have a couple people, and then locals.
Nice. Felicia Minor and Freddy Prinze Charming.
Right? Have drag will travel.
Do we need to get we'll work for food?
We'll drag for food. Actually, you know what? No. April, I need a break, okay? I need a fucking break.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here.
Let me rest, damn it. Let me rest.
I'm here. I'm not busy like that.
Oh, my God. And you have a holiday show coming up, don't you?
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, it's going to be a Camp Wannakiki show at Hamburger Mary's in Chicago.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
but you're too busy.
Chicago-based campers.
I am too busy. So that would be Muffy, Alexis? Is Alexis
Alexis, I think, has another show that night. So it's me, Muffy, Olasia, and Debbie.
Oh, fun. Okay.
Yep, and one of the Sugar Bakers.
Just one.
Just one.
Just one. You only get half a pie. It's fine.
Couldn't make it.
Oh my goodness. Well, good. For people that are in the Chicago, when is that happening?
That is on December 19th.
At 8 p.m.
December 19th at 8 p.m. Oh, and Miss Kitty Litter said she's getting a T-bone steak pasties ASAP.
Hell yeah.
Kitty Litter. Oh, Jesus.
In or out of drag?
Yes, probably. I mean,
I don't know. Sometimes she surprises me.
Miss Kitty
because I'll be
Litter is
scrolling
like,
and I'll be like, "Who is?" Oh,
Miss Kitty Litter
gotta
is,
keep scrolling.
Miss Kitty Litter is
Mom
like
has turned into dad for the
Austin.
day.
Is Austin's like drag leather daddy, like, you know. So I wouldn't put it past her to have like the T-bone steak pasties on when she's in full leather garb. Like you know, just there.
I mean, I'm just asking, maybe for a friend.
But for the folks who are in the Chicago area, or if you're within driving distance of Chicago, I highly suggest going to see the Holiday Divas show. Just based on who's going to be performing, it'll be absolutely fantastic.
It's gonna be sold out.
Right. I wish I could get to something like that, because that would be okay. You buy
God, that kind of hurt.
You buying my ticket?
Oh,
you buying my ticket?
Did you hear my wallet?
Yeah, just yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Marissa.
It's gonna be great. So many incredible performers, and then me being silly.
Whatever. I think you're awesome. Oh
yes, Mimi. I just keep scrolling.
Yeah.
It may be like a pause and then like a scroll as you look.
Right. Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
It was so funny when Olasia and I were filming our skit for Camp Wannakiki season 2.
Mm-hmm. Another way to dodge social media.
The whole script for our scene was basically Olasia, give exposition, Kevvie, laugh and be annoying.
Oh, those here stage directions. Awesome. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever works, right?
That's what they tell me.
Let's see. What have we got coming up?
Where can we find you on social media?
Oh, yeah. Where can we find you on social media?
Oh, you can find me on social media at C'est Kevvie. It's spelled French, so...
It's spelled French. That's C-E-S-T.
Yeah.
It literally means...
It's Kevvie.
Yeah. Literally means it's Kevvie. Literally.
Yes.
Yeah. It's fantastic.
She announced herself.
Yes. That's yeah.
Just...
Alright, so go find her on... Because I know you have Facebook, you have Instagram. Do you have anything else that matters?
I got Twitter.
I don't know how to Twitter.
It's okay. We're on there.
I know.
We get it.
I think it's fucking pointless. It's fine.
Speaking of blocking people, I blocked Donald Trump a while ago. And then I unblocked him when he did that, COVFEFE. And I said, thinking about us, Donald? And then I went like this. And then when he didn't respond, I blocked him again. So.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's blocking negativity in your life.
Right. That is blocking negativity. So let's see, what have we got coming up? So this Friday, I am emceeing the Three Fates review show at the Yucca Tap Room. It is the Island of Misfit Toys, which is it's gonna be fun. It's full of basically rejected burlesque acts, is what it is. Because you have to for burlesque shows, you have to send in a video, you have to audition for burlesque shows, and yeah, it is. Mimi, yeah, oui, je parlais le français.
Well, I don't, but I understood that. Rejected acts.
Right, so it's rejected acts. So it's the whole premise was send in to audition your most like rejected burlesque acts. So all the ones that you keep sending into shows that they're like, eh. So it's gonna be full of all sorts of fun.
So
stuff.
all of mine.
Pretty much.
Awesome.
Do you want to go?
I could.
I have a +1.
I have to ask permission.
Oh.
I have a +1.
Plus, I have to work
Never mind.
that night.
You know
what time does it start, though?
I don't know.
I'll have to look again. Because it
keeps
keeps showing up on my newsfeed, and people keep talking about it, so if the tickets go, I might have to be like,
well, if you tell me, I can tell them. I get a +1.
okay.
You just have to get there. So that'll be fun. That's happening at the Yucca Tap Room, and because it's Island of the Misfit Toys, and because
should
that's
I dress as a toy?
it's holiday theme, but not really holiday theme. I'm gonna be in my my Santa outfit.
Ooh.
You know,
It's my Santa daddy.
I saw one online. It was like a latex suit. I was like, oh my god,
It's hot enough in the big thing.
But it was the arms were separate. It was like a glove thing.
Well, still,
because it wasn't on an appropriate site.
Sexy Santa is what it was. Yeah. Then on Saturday, I'm actually officiating Missy's wedding, so that'll be fun.
Aww.
Since I get the right details and things.
Still no?
No.
Oh,
That's good.
that's gonna be weird.
Right.
Do you have the book?
I do, but
you could just go through the
I know.
template?
That's kind of what I'm gonna do.
Oh, so on Saturday, I will be in Bisbee.
You sure you don't want to go to the wedding? It'll be
I've been
fun.
asked that like 3
I
times
know,
a day
I know.
for the last 2 weeks. For Not Your Mother's Average Christmas
Party.
Second anniversary party.
Not Your Mother's Average Christmas Party.
Yeah, and so I think that I'm the only one that chose Christmas.
Your cup has the logo on it.
Right.
Yes.
Oh.
Once we get our lives together, we'll sell.
So that's
and
happening
then
in
on
Bisbee.
Friday, you are at TGIF at C7.
Correct. On the 13th, I am back at C7 on that Friday. That'll be fun. It's always fun at C7.
Oh.
And then on the 14th, I have to add something in there. I forgot. But on the 14th, we're doing our holiday drag bingo at Irene's Tap Room.
We're at a lot of tap rooms.
Benefiting Pro-Choice Arizona. We are. And the last time we did this, it sold out, and it was a freaking wild time. It was amazing. And the
So
gang at Irene's
when
was
we mean
fantastic.
sold out for this event in particular, Irene's Tap Room is not that big, and we had people like wall to wall,
literally wall to wall, like crammed.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, it was
like we were like in the middle.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, when this is over, I gotta get out.
Yeah, it was great. It was so much fun. It was
a great time. So I say, and there were people that were waiting outside to get tickets to get in. So I say, buy your tickets ahead of time because
they're not
time
gonna
I don't
have,
think they're gonna allow
I think
us
they'll have a couple at the door, but they're not gonna have nearly as many at the door as they did last time. So
Yes.
I highly recommend getting your tickets now.
What is that?
And then
I don't know that acronym.
and then on the 15th, I'm actually gonna be judging the Mr. and Miss Sonoran Pride pageant.
I thought it was only Mr.
No, it's Miss too. It's both.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll be
Oh.
judging that, which I'm excited about. I like judging, especially in an official capacity.
Oh,
Yeah. And then on the 27th, is that what we decided?
Yes.
27th is December's Cat Bingo. So make sure that you get your tickets for that now, because that sells out too.
Yes, and I cannot keep asking for extra tickets.
Right.
People, stop being all in my inbox.
Get your we tell you it's plenty of time. Plenty of time to get them. Like, it's
you know what's funny is the last time I got asked, it was the same person I had specifically sent the event page to, and then like 2 days before, they're like, it won't let me.
It's because it's sold out. When we say these things sell out quickly, they
I mean, I don't do things to boost my ego. I'm like real about things.
They really do sell out. Like, we cram more people than you'd think into this cat cafe. So
I mean, it too is a smaller area. So
right.
Please buy tickets ahead of time.
And then on very, very late January 2nd, like 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm sorry, what?
I will be headed to Florida for
red eye for what?
For my last prelim. Fuck. I'll be so tired. We're flying Spirit, which is always an adventure. I know.
Catching a red eye with Spirit.
Oh, no.
With Spirit. Oh, I know. I'm terrified. So it's like our flight leaves, I think, at like 1:15 in the morning.
Your belongings.
It's like 1:15 in the morning, and then we go to Dallas first. Then we're in Dallas for a few hours, and then we go from Dallas to Tampa, and we
Spirit with a transfer.
Yeah.
You better check your. Okay, so from past experience, check your motherfucking bags and make sure they get on your other plane.
Oh, believe me, I will be on that shit.
Because they have.
If I could not check my bag, I wouldn't, but I have to. There's no way I can travel without checking a bag.
They almost lost my luggage the last time.
I know. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So
there's no chance you're going to have your luggage.
Oh, I know.
Please double check.
Luckily, we get there on the Friday. The prelim isn't until Saturday, so I have like 24 hours to try and find my shit if they lose it.
Or buy a new suit.
Or buy a new... So that'll be fun. And then I am back on very late on the 5th. So.
Oh, you doing that?
But it'll be alright because we have like all of Sunday to kind of hang out and explore Tampa a little bit and you know, check things out and find some good place to eat and stuff. The promoters are super cool, so I'm excited.
I like Tampa.
Yeah, so I'm excited about it. So it'll be fun.
What part of Tampa?
I don't know. So it's my last prelim, which means after that it's full steam ahead to nationals.
You haven't. We need to talk about that.
Yeah.
And then you're performing in burlesque. You didn't tell me about that.
So speaking of auditioning for burlesque shows, Burlescapades, the producers of Burlescapades, the owners of Burlescapades, Vis-a-Vis and Mia Piacere own the Burly Barber, which is where we go get our haircut. And when I went on Saturday, they were talking about how they were thinking about potentially adding a little bit of...
Was she back by then?
She was.
Oh, okay.
A little bit of sort of outside... So
oh my god.
They, and they were like, do you have any videos? And I don't have that many videos of my shit. I have some. So I sent them talking
about that?
I was like, God damn it. So I sent them what I had. So I'm actually booked to perform in a burlesque show. It's not burlesque. I mean, I take some stuff off, but it's not really burlesque. So I'm performing in my first actual burlesque show on MC burlesque shows and and stuff. But this is my first time kind of performing in a burlesque show, so I'm really kind of excited about that. So yeah, I do things.
You do a lot of things. I just sit here at home. Oh, what I was excited about is Friday.
Why are we blurry?
I don't know. The internet's good. That's Facebook. That's Facebook fucking shit. Anyway, my last day of my first semester back at the university is on Friday.
Yes! High five! Woo!
I'm celebrating now because from like Saturday until Friday, I've already started this, is what I'm saying. I have been doing these projects, and it has been like, like reflective bullshit, and I don't do good at that. I don't do the whole
Yeah.
What have you learned in this class?
So now you need to come celebrate at the Yucca Tap Room.
Oh yeah.
See? Fuck work.
Yeah.
Fucking December. Fuck work. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, we're over.
We are over.
We'd like to barbers.com. I think
Thanks, sponsors.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway.
Anyway.
Special thanks to Brandon, Bess, Leanne, Carrie, and Corey, Allison, and Joan.
And Casey.
And Patreon.com/Let's Have a Fefe. And then be sure to like this episode, subscribe, share with all your friends, enemies, and Trump supporters.
They love us.
And the people that you've blocked, unblocked, blocked, reblocked, muted.
Yeah.
Send it to them. You can subscribe to us as a podcast on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and more. You can, yes.
You can listen to us without the mess of actually having to see us.
The fact that she laughed. You guys are too much on the same page. Anyway, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Special thanks to our special guest.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
Yes, we'll have to have you on again sometime.
For sure.
Oh, please.
And eat Halo Top while we're talking.
Yeah.
And then make sure we tag Halo Top and everything.
Just every time we take a scoop, just... They'll be like, okay, that's enough.
Their green tea mochi is amazing.
Yes, I have to say this. I think that's the only ice cream that I like all the flavors. Thanks to all the people watching live and all that watch on the replay. And if you're not a guest,
this
next week.
Fuck, and fuckity fuck. It's fine. You won't see me next week anyway because I'm going to be on the floor doing fucking push-ups the entire time.
Who is our guest?
Our guest next week is my trainer, Trey, who is going to yell at me because I haven't been in the gym in a month because I haven't been here. Oh
my God. The funniest thing. Okay. Question mark. And we're all like, oh, shit.
No, what I did was I posted all the shit that I had going on, and he's like, I don't see your gym time scheduled in there anywhere. And I'm like, why? Because you see all the shit I have to do.
It was hilarious.
It's fine. It's fine. Like I said, you won't even see me next week. He's going to be sitting here. I'm going to be over here doing fucking push-ups and, like,
maybe
curls.
we should just have him run the show, and we just both work out.
And we'll just both work out back here.
Because maybe if we work out once, that will be the time for our 2020.
Oh, yeah.
It should be for the whole year.
Right.
The one time.
Right. That's, yeah.
Isn't that how it works?
Yeah. Perfect. We'll just get it done early.
All
right. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Kevvie, for joining us. And we will see everybody next week.
Yeah.